Hi, Tamell Green here, also known as the Digital Midwife, helping busy mompreneurs to birth their businesses digitally through social media marketing, web design, and other creative PR content to help them become shareable, profitable, and productive. And so today's Canva tutorial is going to be very, very quick and it's going to be talking about branding, right? So as you know, whenever you're dealing with your different graphics, you want to have brand consistency, right? So even though you do not have to have a logo to begin your brand, you do definitely want to have consistent colors. One thing I like about Canva is that it has this feature called a brand kit. And with this brand kit, you're able to set up your Canva workspace so that way every time you go into your workspace, you have all of your brand colors, your fonts, and if you have a logo, you can have your logo readily available and you can also upload fonts. So today, that's what we're going to talk about. Brand colors, logos, fonts, and uploading fonts for your brand using the Canva workspace. Okay, so let me go ahead and log into my Canva account. And also, wherever there is a paid feature versus a free feature, I will make sure to point that out. Okay, all right, let's log in. Okay, so now we're inside of Canva. And as you notice, anytime you come into Canva, it always opens up into this home screen, all right? So today we're dealing with the brand kit feature only. So on your left-hand side, if you look over here, you see the word brand kit. I want you to click there. Once you click there, you'll notice that the right-hand side changes and the actual view of it changes. And there you'll have your team name. So whatever team you're in, this is my personal account that I use for all of my brands and my clients' brands. So one of the things that you're going to find here inside of the brand kit are your brand logos, spots for your brand logos, your brand colors, and your brand fonts, as well as uploaded fonts. Okay. Now, some of you may say, well, why would I want to do this? You want to do this, first of all, because, again, I work with mompreneurs. So we're all about, as any entrepreneur is, but we're all about saving our time and being able to be more productive, while we're doing our work. And so when you're coming inside of Canva to create graphics, you want to have everything readily available as much as possible. So I always suggest to clients, if you could set up your workspace inside of Canva to work with all of these things I just mentioned, it will make your transition to whatever things you're doing more smoothly, okay? So the reason why you want to have your brand colors available, right? Because when you're working, it's just so much simpler to just go ahead and have everything available. That's why you should always know your colors, okay? So everything, the top brands that I work with, I keep these on the top for me, right? Now with the free version, you can only create one brand color palette, okay? These are called palettes, right? And if you notice, once I go down here, there is, I don't know if you can see it, but it says new palette right below here. And if I want to create a new palette, I can, right? So this, though, is my paid version of Canva. Inside of the free version of Canva, let me go over here. You can only do one palette, right? So, and if you're only using it for you, then that's fine. You don't need it for anything else. And also, in any one of them, you can only do one brand font, as far as for one brand, okay? The headings, the subheadings, and then the body. You can only do that for one of the fonts, okay? All right, so, and if you notice here, you can only do one brand logo for the free account. And again, like I said, if you're only using it for just you, then you may not need all those other features. You're not able to upload font inside of the free version. You notice when I click on it, it brings up this and then it starts to tell you what else you can actually do if you go to the $12.95 per month feature or paid account. So going back over to the paid account. Now, while we're over here, trying to see, did I miss anything? Okay, so you see all my brand colors and you see my brand fonts and you see my uploaded fonts. Now, uploading fonts may not be something that you may want to do, but if you are a virtual assistant or if you're a graphic designer or if you're a mompreneur that, have multiple things that you're doing, you may want to be able to have that feature. There are other ways you can get free fonts, or you can also purchase fonts. And you want to be able to upload those fonts if at all possible. Okay, whether it's maybe fonts at Christmas time or fonts at different times of the year, dealing with whatever social media campaigns that you may be doing. Okay, so once you get inside of here and you create your workspace, right, with your colors, and notice here, let me make sure I bring this out. When you click here to put in your colors, you need to know your hex codes, okay? And that's with the pound sign or hashtag sign. I'm old school. It's called a pound sign to me. But you want to know those right here, okay? And that just helps you to just, take it out, and then you just, add it in right there. All right? Okay. So now I'm going to pretend that I'm going to create a design. And you notice that I have the brand logos here. So those are the ones that I did on a regular basis. I'm going to go here to create a design. And I'm just going to click on an Instagram post. And once I do that, right? Once I do that, you notice here that, wait 1 second. Okay, so once you come into here, and I'm just going to pull over a template just for today's purposes. And you'll notice that once I click on over here, and then I click up here to the color section, all of my palettes are available, right? So that means I don't have to come in here and create a whole other palette every time I want to get ready to do a project. Now, unless if I don't have the color palettes there, then I would have to do that, right? No matter which one. But if I already have those palettes available, then I don't have to do that. Now, again, in the free version, you do get one palette. So if you're only doing it for yourself, then you don't have anything to worry about. But I do suggest that you set up your Canva account, your workspace, in this manner so that whenever you're getting ready to create all of your branding, your social media fonts or your blog posts or anything like that, that you have everything right there. And that's simply all there is to it. So let me close out this so you can see all of this side of here. So you may be wondering, well, I see the branding colors, but what about the logos and all the things like that? Okay, so when I click on the font comes up right here. And the ones that I've listed as the ones I need to use for my brand are up here towards the top. All right. And if you notice in the beginning, we talked about the headings, subheadings in the body. So it acts the way it's supposed to act inside of every template. This is the heading, and it's Glacier Indifference. This is the subheading, and then this is the body, right? Okay, so that's what that does. Now, if I want to grab a logo quickly, you can go over here to go to folders. And again, this is a different feature. You can have multiple folders inside of the paid account versus the free account. And the reason why you would want to do that is because of things like this, getting to things quickly. And file management is very important to me. And I'm really glad that Canva for Work allows you to be able to do your own file management. So anyway, once you get to folders, you click on logos. And all the logos that I uploaded into the brand kit are right here readily available to me. So if I would like to add a logo, I just click it on very quickly. Okay, you see that? All right, and that is simple. All you have to do to set up your workspace, let's go back to the brand kit. Okay, on the left-hand side, you have to know your brand colors. And again, you're using the hex codes, okay? Then you set up your brand fonts, your uploaded fonts if you need to upload any fonts, and then you can set up multiple palettes if you need to. Okay? If you have any questions about this particular tutorial, please leave them in the comment section below. And if you have any questions about any branding colors, the fonts, or anything like that, also leave them in the section below. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And I look forward to seeing you on tomorrow.